Welcome back to F-Zero GP Legend. Today we are going to start on the second half of the story missions, beginning with Samurai Goro's story. And the first mission, believe it or not, is actually a little more interesting than the usual that we've come to get used to for GP Legend story mode. So hopefully the rest of Samurai Goro's story will stay interesting. So it begins with the typical Grand Prix race in Red Canyon. More of that awesome Red Canyon theme we won't hear in the actual race. Apparently Samurai Goro's got a bet going. But suddenly, something happened. Now this actually plays into the first mission's special condition. I should note that the Fire Stingray does not control nearly as badly as it does in this particular mission. It turns horribly here because something happened in the cutscene. But we'll see how it actually controls in normal gameplay in the second mission. For now, though, this thing turns so slowly that it actually behaves like... It actually feels like I'm riding the Jet Vermilion again. It turns so slowly. Of course, this isn't nearly as good as the Jet Vermilion was. That turn there, given the mission's condition, that turn right at the end is the most annoying part of the whole thing. Other than that, this is pretty much the route you want to take. Try not to boost too often. I suppose if you swing around like that... No, that was a bad turning. Don't do what I did there. You might actually have to brake right there in order to make that turn without hitting any of the walls. You have to actually use the brake in an F-Zero game. Fancy that. So, there's only 6 racers in this race. That's, Oh, it was never stated that this was an actual Grand Prix. Maybe it's an illegal betting race. I'm trying to make this story more interesting than it actually is. I have absolutely no idea why you would want to take the left path in this particular mission, but it's got a jump plate. I guess you could do something with that with the other machines. Still pretty easy, even though our turning was way, way lower than what it normally is.
You won first place!
Half unconscious, you still won the race. You still competed in the race, even though you were half unconscious. Why didn't you pull out? Now, how did that happen? Who would be able to actually get in Goro's machine and plant the needle there? And while I'm at it, what kind of poison, like, knocks you unconscious when it first takes effect and then does absolutely nothing until a week later when it kills you? I have no idea. So anyways, the second mission introduces us to Lisa Brilliant, who, believe it or not, is Samurai Goro's wife. Yes, Samurai Goro scored big. Oddly enough, we don't see Dai Goro, Samurai Goro's son, in GP Legend at all. Dai Goro was an AX character. Now, Samurai Goro and Lisa might not get along perfectly, but I don't think your wife would poison you, Goro. Anyways, Lisa appears to be suffering from amnesia at the moment. We'll see what's up with that in her own storyline. Now, remember when we saw Lisa back in Captain Falcon's story? Yeah. She was certainly not acting like someone who had amnesia, so... That's very strange. Lisa never encounters Captain Falcon in her own storyline, so that very odd cameo appearance by her back there. So this isn't an actual course, it's just a one-way course here. Yeah, it's not particularly difficult because the AI is still bad, and Lisa's machine, I'm sorry to say, is not very good either, but I'm getting ahead of myself there. 3-3-3. Perfect timing. Oh, and apparently that was worth $200 million. Yeah. Very nice record. It's almost dead even. I guess that's okay. Nice going. So it is with great regret that I must inform you that a whole 3 out of 5 stages are set in Red Canyon. And of course, coming up next is the race with Falcon. The exact same cutscene. Why do they keep recycling cutscenes? Now, why would Falcon poison you? I mean, think straight, dude. And why would the person who's poisoning you carry the antidote with him? That's another thing, too. So, naturally, it's the same exact race with the same exact condition. No boosting allowed. But, Falcon's machine turns very nicely, so maybe the AI will actually be able to make good use of it? Unless Rocket Star isn't helping. Yeah, he might actually pass me up. Oh my god, the AI passed me! And... oh my god, the AI's fighting back. Maybe we might actually be facing a challenge here, but oh wait, we still have no boost. So you're going to have to sit there for the next 2 minutes or so, staring at this screen, unless you take my advice and skip ahead. Look, what am I supposed to do about it? They decided to take away one of the core gameplay mechanics of F-Zero for this one race. Doesn't exactly come with good results. The actual enjoyment you're going to have when watching or playing or working with what I got here. You do have to actually side attack in order to hit some of the dash plates. I guess that's notable. Yeah, he's not going to catch up to me, is he?
Two laps to go.
Still. In fact, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 8 corners on this course, I think. It's called 7 Corner Speedway. But, 1, 2... yeah, there's 8. Sort of. I don't know if this curve coming up counts as a corner, but then again, does the next curve count as a corner? Whatever. It's a pretty cool name for the course, though. And I'm out of things to talk about already.
Finish!
Finally.
Wonderful.
Lesson learned, don't take away a core gameplay mechanic as a special condition for the course. It does not work. It's not going to make the race any more enjoyable. Ooh, double digits! 135 pluses. Now, how come you keep beating people and then instantly decide, no way somebody like you could have possibly poisoned me? That's not how you investigate. Next up is a Sand Ocean course. I don't know why. Why would he be in Sand Ocean? Oh, hi there. Oh, it's Black Shadow. Nobody could... You should have recognized the machine instantly, really. Yeah, run away. That's beautiful. Okay. I actually thought this was a pretty interesting objective, but first I need to point out... Why is the Sand Ocean background here monochrome? What is up with that? It's gray! What, is it nighttime or something? Sand Ocean's not gray, it's... I guess it could be gray. But anyways, the objective here is to get away from Black Shadow. Now, I thought this was an interesting concept because, you know, usually you're chasing after somebody, now you're fleeing from somebody, except it's Black Shadow. Look at how badly the AI is doing with Black Shadow's machine. This isn't challenging. It's because the AI is so bad that the game is not challenging.
Wonderful.
And why did my power meter suddenly turn red? Oh well. That was not worth $300 million. Well, at the very least, these cash prizes mean I don't have to do much grinding. Now, why were you in Sand Ocean again? Oh, you... the story always acts like I just barely won. There you go, you finally realized where he is. Yeah, we've heard this story before. What kind of question is that, really? Yeah, sure, just present yourself to your enemy. Now, I didn't touch upon Goro's backstory with Antonio Guster too much, so I'll explain it here. These guys hate each other. Guster more so really has reason to hate Goro because Lisa Brilliant is actually Guster's sister, which makes absolutely no sense considering they have different surnames. Then again, Lisa kept her own surname when she married Goro, so I have no idea what's going on there. All I know is we gotta beat Antonio Guster so he hands over the antidote. Now...
3, 2, 1, go!
I don't get it. Oh, anyways, the course. This is actually pretty interesting course. It's laid around like it's laid out like a honeycomb. Now you'll notice that there's a piece of course disconnected from the rest. You can get there with a jump plate, but I don't think the Fire Stingray can actually make it, even with a boost. It's not fast enough, it doesn't jump high enough, you know. So I don't risk it. But I do wind up slamming into that machine there. Now this stage's storyline really baffles me because not only did Antonio Guster come right out and say, "Hey, I've got the antidote. Beat me in the Grand Prix, and I'll give it to you." Why would you do that? Like, you could just not give him the antidote. I mean, why would you bet it in a race? Don't do that.
2 laps to go.
Racing solves all of your problems. It's like Toho or Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon or a lot of other things. Well, it's better than killing each other, I guess.
Final lap.
Which Guster did try to do, considering he poisoned Goro. I'm thinking about the storyline here too much, just because I don't really have anything to say about the actual race here. I mean, look at this. I'm dominating. There's no possible way he can catch up. Oh yeah, I do recall doing a little experiment with this stage. If you destroy Guster's machine and then come in last place, you still win.
First place.
Because that's the only objective, is to beat Guster, and then you get, like, a pitiful amount of cash. Oh well, I only have to repeat that 2 more times in order to max out Goro's cash count. Assuming humans live that long. Hey, are there guns in this universe? Because if you had one right now... Oh, but Goro's calling him out. I like that. That's actually a pretty interesting plot twist. Oh well. That is the end of Goro's story. Coming up next is Lisa Brilliant. We will definitely be seeing what her deal is next time.